All right. My room, my mom to come home to eat. Oh, okay, great. Today I am potting up some of my pepper plants. I'm so excited. I am potting up all different kinds. I'm actually going to turn them this way. I needed to do this in order to, sorry, one second. I needed to do this because thanks. Because my plants really, they are needing a little bit of a boost. So this is a really good time to pot them up, give them some of the compost that they're needing. Hi, great. Oh, that's awesome, David. And get them a chance to dip up with the organic Rev. So a lot of people ask me how I like what trays I use for my plants and the ones that I cut up, and I use these. And I actually just bought a whole bunch more because the old ones I had for a few years, and they were just not cutting it anymore. So I had to buy new. These are just basically they're catering trays. So once I pot them up, they'll go in here. I usually can fit about 15 pots into one. And I'm hoping that'll be the case this time. So let's go ahead and get started. I have, oh my gosh, where are they? Oh, I have my pots right here. Yay. So I'm doing twofold today. I am going to make sure that the aphids are off of all these plants before I pot them. Then I'm going to, actually threefold, and then I'm going to thin them out and then pot them up. So let's start today with a paprika. Yay! Paprika is first. So these in the greenhouse, they've been doing okay. They haven't done as well. They didn't do as well as my broccoli. My broccoli and my onions did really, really well. Thank you so much. Oh man, I don't know if I'm looking tired today and not looking my best today because allergies have just destroyed me. Oh my gosh, my allergies are killing. I don't know if you can tell my eyes look really tired. It's because I have been trying really hard not to rub them, but whew, not the best. Anyway, so I'm taking all of the aphids off because in the greenhouse, they don't have any natural predators. So they have been living their best lives all on my my seedlings here. So I don't need to thin this one out because only one germinated. And I'm just going to make sure that all of these aphids are gone, and then we're good. So let's put that, I'll put this right here. Then next, I'm going to actually put this, give myself a little bit of space. Next, I'm going to dip this into the Organic Rev, which is a growth stimulant. Mix that in. And then I put it in the pot like this. It has holes in the bottom, so I have to be careful it doesn't leak. Then I take my soil mixture, I pot it up. Let's move it. Let's move you guys this way a little bit so you can see. There we go. I get it in, make sure that the seedling is all the way still popping out a little bit. This is a really small seedling. Do you have a ratio for the Organic Rev? So I usually, when I'm potting up like this, I don't do as much. I'll say that I usually do like 1/8 of a cup, maybe even a little bit less, and then I fill the rest of the cup up with water. So there we go. Little seedling, little paprika seedling. It should do much, much better now. Yay. So the soil mix is about 35 to 40% compost or Organic Rev. And then, oh my gosh, your zinnias are going crazy. And then it is vermiculite, lots of vermiculite, and the ratio for that is probably, I'm going to say 40%, of vermiculite, and then the rest is peat moss. Okay. So I'm looking for any and all aphids. This one actually looks like it's okay. Ooh, there they are. There they are. I found them. You're welcome. Yeah, my strawberries they're close. They haven't I can see that they want to push out some flowers, but they haven't done it just yet. It was cold today, so I thought peat moss was bad. Peat moss is not bad. Peat moss is great. It is not necessarily the most sustainable. If you're looking for a more sustainable option, then you're going to go with coconut coir. Peat moss works. It's just not as a sustainable option as others. However, I have found, unfortunately, the coconut coir that I use, every time I've used coconut coir, it has not worked out as well as peat moss. So, okay. There we go. I thinned it out. I took off the aphids. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to dip it in the organic Rev. Like that. I've been potting up today too. Yay! Your garden is, oh, thank you. But so intimidating for a beginner grower. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean for it to be intimidating. You tried coconut coir. I know. I was like, oh, this is such a great option. Everyone says that it's a great replacement for peat moss. I have not found that to be the case, unfortunately. Hold on one second. Would love some tips for beginners. Wish you'd known before you started. So I will say that the one thing that I wish I had done is realize that it's okay that I kill a lot of plants, unfortunately. Beginner gardeners are going to kill a lot of plants, and it's okay. Like with everything that dies in your garden, you're going to learn something. There's a lesson to be learned from that. Organic Rev, hi! Organic Rev is a growth stimulant. And I use all of my seedlings from very beginning to when I'm potting up here. And then actually when I'm watering them, I use Organic Rev. It's a really great growth stimulant and it works so well. If you want some Organic Rev, I have some in a link in my link tree in my bio. Can you tell me what exactly it is you use for fertilizer? I love your videos. So fertilizer is different because I use different fertilizers for lots of different things. What stage in the process are you looking for as far as fertilizers go? I'm Brazilian. So I'm sorry for my broken English. There's a plant that you had a hard time caring for. Yes, broccoli. But I know why I have a hard time with it. And it's because our Maryland seasons are so great. Went to Frank's yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. Frank's is open? Yeah, it's April. I didn't realize they opened yesterday. They said that they weren't going to open until April. So I just assumed that it would be Saturday. Oh, man. Oh, a soft opening. Okay, that's why. All right, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go. Talk to me about growing eggplants in Maryland. Mine aren't doing anything. Eggplants are something else that I really struggle with. So eggplants I treat just the same as my other nightshade families. So for instance, I treat them the same as my tomatoes and my peppers. However, and I did not. No, I went to my undergrad degree is in music education. So I don't have any formal education as far as music, as far as plants go. Oh God, I got distracted. Hold on. Oh, we're talking about eggplants. The thing that in Maryland that I find to be the hardest thing about growing eggplants in Maryland is flea beetles. Flea beetles are absolutely, they will destroy the entire plant. So I kind of, and And the other thing that flea beetles really like is potato plants. So what I like to do is I like to sorry, getting those aphids. I like to use eggplants because we don't love eggplants in our household. So I like to use it as kind of a oh, what's it called? Like it's like a it's like a distractor crop. I can't remember though what that means. A trap crop. There it is. I got that. Thank you. A trap crop. That's right. Yep. I was a distractor crop. Yes. So it guys, when it's the end of the day after I've taught, hundreds of kids, I am my brain is fried. So yeah, sometimes I need a little help. So the trap crop, it's used as that, so it distracts the bugs and it goes straight. So I use eggplants as that because I'm like, if I get one, great. If I don't, it's no big deal. I did get one eggplant off of my plant last year, but it's wasn't the best. So if you are if you're really wanting to grow eggplant in Maryland, I highly suggest that you try to net them as fine, like using a fine mesh as much as possible. Why do my pepper plants stop growing when they are small sprouts? So if you look at mine are pretty small as well. Oh, nice strawberries. The reason why they're stopping growing is because possibly they need more heat. Or they have too much heat, or they need some kind of nutrient boost, right? So you're looking for, that's why I like to pot them up to give them a little bit of the compost so that they can get the nutrients from the compost with that. And also at this point, I like to I dip them into the organic rev so that they are getting that growth stimulant and all of those macronutrients. And then every other week, I will also water them with club soda. Make sure that if you do that, club soda does not have any sodium in it. It's so embarrassing how many plants have died under my care. It was so discouraging and made me stop for a while. Oh, I know it is really discouraging. I totally agree. And I really wish that that I had known that it's totally okay. So tips for uppotting, I'm doing them right now. If you want to follow me right now on the live, this is what I'm doing. Thrip netting is the finest mesh screen for plants. Yep, that's what you need then. I like to use tulle, just literally tulle fabric. But I usually use that for more like my brassicas that will to keep out the cabbage moth because it's too small for or it's too big for the tulle netting or the tulle fabric. But I find that it is the holes are too big for, Anyway, I think that my my tulle netting does not work on flea beetles. Flea beetles are they're too small. I planted tomatoes, but they didn't produce flowers and the flowers died. Okay, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that is a watering issue. You're uppotting oh my gosh, my tomatoes need to be uppotted so badly, but I was trying to decide which one needed to be which one needed me more, and I decided it was the peppers because the peppers have aphids, and I was like, this needs more attention. Okay, so if you're having problems with blossom drop on your tomatoes or peppers even, it's probably a nutrients issue, or it's possible that it's too cold or too hot in your area. So those are the three main things that I find are contributors to blossom drop. Sorry. Is it fine if some of my roots and my plants sometimes break when repotting? Hi, are you on my live on TikTok and YouTube? Farm Life Homestead. That's so funny. Yes, hi, thank you. I appreciate you being on both places. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? I got distracted again. Is it fine if some of my roots and my plants? Okay, so that I would say that is a little concerning if your roots are breaking off. I would say if you are breaking them because like you're separating your seedlings, that might be okay. But my concern is that if the roots are breaking on their own, like with just a little bit of touching them, that might mean that they are having some kind of watering issue. I'm in the United States. Hi, my strawberries wilted last week because they ran out of water, but they're okay now. Great, that's awesome. Like while repotting, the soil splits and they break. Oh, that should be okay. Yellowing leaves is usually a nutrient issue. You want to get them some NPK, nitrogen. Whew, man, guys, my brain. At least I caught it before I said hydrogen. And I recommend using some kind of seedling fertilizer. So I really like to use the Organic Rev. That's typically what's going on. It doesn't have too much nitrogen in here, but it does have a lot of those macronutrients that can help with that yellowing leaves. But yes, yellowing leaves typically is a nitrogen deficiency, but not always. Sometimes it's a watering issue as well. So make sure that you're not overwatering your plants because that can lead to yellowing leaves as well, and it can lead to them falling off. I'm a doctor from Iraq, specifically Baghdad, and thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. That's amazing. Very cool. Okay, so we're still on paprikas. Apparently, I really wanted a lot of paprikas this year. Next, we are doing Prism. These were a really fun pepper that I planted last year, and I was like, yes, I'm definitely doing these again. So yay, I'm excited. I just bought Rev. Yay! That's great. You'll love it. The results are incredible. And actually, if you want, you should take a picture. I like to do this sometimes. I take a picture of the seedlings before I give them the Organic Rev, and then like a few days later, they've grown so much, and you can really see the difference. It's raining here, so I planted. Yay! That's awesome. Peas and carrots when it's raining. You can buy Rev actually in my link tree in my bio. And if you want 10% off, you can use Very 10. Yellowing leaves with green veins can be iron or magnesium deficiency. Yes, that is true. Absolutely. And also, great. Yay, you'll love it. But also the Organic Rev has those micronutrients that we were talking about. So the magnesium and oh my gosh, so many amazing things. Okay. All right. Well, that was a lot. Oh, thank you. Something is digging up all my little sprouts that I directly sowed. Any idea? Honestly, it could be a whole bunch of things. I'm so sorry. That is really frustrating. I know. No, I just spilled it. Oh, I can't believe I did that again. I need a better, more. Oh my gosh, it's going to stain. My husband's going to not be happy with me. Oh, well. Yeah. I am dipping it into Organic Rev. It's a growth stimulant. Here, I'll show you. It's this stuff. That's awesome. Okay. You are having bad luck with your Rev. I know. That's the second time I've done that this year. Goodness gracious. I need to make sure that I put it down nicely. I just bought my second bottle. Awesome. You're going to love it. It goes faster than you think it will. What do you think about fish oil? I like fish emulsion for sure. I'll do fish emulsion I don't do it indoors. I promise you, don't put fish emulsion on your indoor seedlings because it smells so bad and it brings it attracts lots of little gnats and things like that. But fish emulsion on your plants outside. Excellent. Wait, oh, I'm so sorry. I think I missed. What do you, okay, sometimes I was eating all my seedlings, something was, and I got a solar owl. Oh, that's interesting. It must have been birds then. Squirrels dug up my 6-month strawberries. No, I'm so sorry. The team emailed me asking me where I heard about it, and I gave, oh, thanks. Thank you. It's awesome. It's so great. Hey, make sure that you use the very 10. Tell your team to use the very 10, and then they can get 10% off. What should I give my seedlings for nitrogen since they are yellow? So here's the problem with that. Seedlings really are very susceptible to too much nitrogen. So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, no, I've got a more stable spot over here. So there isn't really a nitrogen that I recommend like blanket out. I recommend trying something like Organic Rev first and seeing if that helps, because I find that for me, whenever I see yellowing seedlings, oh, that's so great. The team, oh, that's so cool. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. So I find that the yellowing seedlings is usually cleaned up by adding a little bit, or cleared up by adding the Organic Rev. I think it was birds because there were 2 in total. Yeah, that does sound like that. By the way, I mean the oh my gosh. These are like the smallest seedlings, pepper seedlings that I have ever potted up, but they need it so bad that it's got to happen. Ah. Oh, here it is. Okay. At night, but the owl health, yes. What soil do you use? I make my own mixture of leaf grow and vermiculite and peat moss. How long does it take jalapenos to produce? I bought a plant and it seems very dormant. It's possible. Have you planted out your onions? I have. That video did not do, I mean, it's fine. It has like, I don't know, 13,000 views or something like that. But I posted that video a while ago and it did not do well. I'm not quite sure why. I never know why. But it did not do well. So I know a lot of people didn't see it, but I did plant my onions out and they look so good right now. They look fantastic. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not used to, your plants are small. No. Well, okay, there's a couple of things first. Actually, I'll show you my tomato seedlings. They look amazing. They look really great. But I planted my peppers 2 weeks later than I usually do. So number one. Number two, the greenhouse, I'm still getting used to it. And so I didn't have heat mats on them. Which, I always say use heat mats, but I didn't use heat mats on them because the greenhouse gets so hot. And I was really concerned that it would be too much heat for my little seedlings, my little babies. So I didn't do that. And I think that plus the fact that I did it a little bit later, they are much, much smaller than I'm used to potting up. And the aphids, I think the aphids are stressing them out. All right, more prism. Ding. Here, I'm gonna show you my tomatoes because they're pretty crazy. I know. The heat, it's really a balancing act. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you my tomatoes. See? Yay! My tomatoes look so good. I'm so excited. They look incredible. So they definitely love the greenhouse, but you can see that they have a little yellow as well. They need to be potted up so bad. They're so big, but they're really healthy and I'm very, very excited. But because the other ones, the peppers are, because the peppers are so small and need my attention, I was like, I'm going to do those first, and then I'll get to these. Hopefully they don't get too gigantic before I can pot them up. So we'll see. I'm doing so many varieties this year. I decided I'm doing 33 varieties of tomatoes this year. The ones with the purple leaves are usually a black variety. I'm growing like 10 different black variety of tomatoes. So I'm not quite sure which ones, but most of the ones, or like they might even be like a purple Cherokee or something like that. The tomato seedlings are, what is it? They're not even, they're like maybe 4 weeks old. Maybe. I don't even think they're 4 weeks old, which is pretty crazy. They just took off. I get my seeds from all over the place. You have a favorite? Yeah, a little bit. It's funny though. I don't necessarily love, almost forgot to look for the aphids, and there they are. Yeah, hold on 1 second. So my seeds, I get seeds from all over the place, but I do like Territorial Seed a lot. I like Annie's Heirloom Seeds. They have great varieties of tomatoes. And Park Seed and Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. Come on. Is it part of the plant? I think it's part of the plant. Okay. So, yeah, all the places. I have an onion that's sprouted in my pantry. Can I plant it? You can, but you're not going to get another onion. If you plant it now, it will grow and go to seed. So you really are just all you're going to get from it is more onion seeds, which is totally worth it, but you're not going to get an onion. Some of my tomatoes are struggling, the pineapples and the Romas. I find that pineapple tomatoes are slow. They're slower than others. My tomato seedlings keep turning yellow and the soil keeps growing mold. You need a fan. The fan's going to help with that mold greatly. What do you do about pesticides for tomatoes? Had a trouble with pests last year. I don't. Okay. The thing is that what pests are you trying? Like, what pests did you have a hard time with? Because it's hard to just say, oh, I did this for pests, right? Because like I do lots of different things. Is it super choppy right now? I don't think it is. TikTok is telling me it might be. I feel like it's okay. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. TikTok's like, is your video choppy? I'm like, I think it's okay. I usually know that it's not great when no one is talking and or all of a sudden my follower counts goes in. Hey, hi Quinn. My nephew is on the live. And my sister. But let's get real. I can't seem to get the watering down for my seedlings with overwatering or under. It is tough, but I will say, I'm so glad to hear that, Brayden. I will say that I do not water unless the soil is dry. I stick my finger in, if about an inch. If it's dry, if it comes out without any soil sticking to it, then I give it water. If not, then I do not. From the Caribbean. Hi, hello. Okay, what is this? This is a Purple Beauty. Yay! Purple Beauties. Yep, exactly. Better to underwater than overwater. My tomatoes just got their first set of Trulies. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, Almost forgot. Almost forgot. I think I'm going to add a little water to this. Here we go. What is a good fertilizer for tomatoes and peppers? Depends on the stage that they're in. So tell me where your tomatoes and peppers are. Like, when are you looking to fertilize them? Are they fruiting? Are they in the ground even? Are they still seedlings? Okay, so we got Purple Beauty. Setting up. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's see. That is harvested, do you sell it? No, actually, we eat the majority of it. But anything that we don't get to eating fresh or I don't preserve, I'll give away to family and friends. Let's choose that one. And aphids. I am potting. I'm potting up my pepper seedlings at the moment. What did you roll that in? Oh, it is Organic Rev. It is a growth stimulant. It is the best. It really does help give my plants a boost. If you would like some Organic Rev, there is some in my my bio, my link tree. And if you want 10% off, use the code VERY10. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you. What do you think, guys? Is TikTok going to go away in a couple days? VERY10. Yep, that's the code. I really hope not. I forgot Rev was a concentrate and didn't water it down before dipping. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just try to water it down next time. But honestly, it's not going to do as much damage as if you were like doing all like just a regular fertilizer. If my 7-week-old tomato seedlings are curling and stunted like 2 inches, were the seeds damaged? No, it's probably the conditions that they're growing in, unfortunately. Curious about the name you chose for your page. So my husband and I are really, really, really big Parks and Rec fans. And there is like our name is now named after, or I'm sorry, our dog is named after a Parks and Rec character. And so we decided there at the season 7 of Parks and Rec, one of the characters names his company Very Good Building Company. And so we were like, well, we'll just do Very Good Gardening. You don't think it's going away? I think it'll stay. I hope it'll stay. I am on Instagram and I'm on YouTube right now. Actually, I'm on YouTube right at this very moment. What's the best organic fertilizer? All right, guys, I don't know, but I'm actually I'm trying to work with a company called True Organics Fertilizer. And thanks. So True Organics Fertilizer, I have not used their products yet. So full disclosure, but they're sending me a whole bunch of products, and it's basically just a whole bunch of things that I already use, like bone meal and blood meal and worm castings and all these really awesome things. So I'm excited. I hope that I can use it, and I'll get back to you if it's really good. I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna say it's good if it's not good. And she was like, no, please don't. So my dog's name is Mac, but his full name is Bert T. Macklin, which is a character that Andy Dwyer comes up with. It's the character played by Chris Pratt. So yeah. Any advice? Any advice? Sorry. For southern clay soil, the ground is so hard. We have clay soil as well. We have like big time hard red clay soil. It sucks. So that's why I do all of my stuff in raised beds, so I can control the soil. Let's see. Should you only use blood and bone meal when transplanting your plants outside? No, that's what I use though. You could also do tomato tone from Espoma. I like them. I like that a lot. nutrient can cause leaves curling and stunted growth. Yeah. Typically, it's not seeds. It's usually those kinds of things are typically from the environment that the seedling is growing in. Okay. Do you grow cut flowers as well? I do. In fact, I have a whole bunch. This side is all cut flowers. What would be the easiest veggie to be? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll get to that. Okay. So, here's the thing. A lot of people when they ask that, they want to know, they want an exact answer, and I don't give an exact answer because not everybody has the same success with their plants. So if I say grow radishes, they're super easy to grow, which is what most people will say. The problem is that not everybody's environment is the same, and not everybody's skill set, not everybody's climate is the same, not everyone's soil. And so you might find that radishes are really tough to grow because sometimes they are, and especially if you're growing them in the wrong season. So I say that you should grow whatever you want to eat because that's what you're going to pay the most attention to. I'm not guaranteeing that it'll do the best, but it will. It's usually the ones that have the most attention are the ones that are going to be the most successful in your garden. I've heard tomato fertilizer is good for cut flowers. Interesting. I have not heard that. Do you consume or sell your harvest? I don't sell anything at this point, at least. What is it that you planted? I planted a ton of things. Right now, I am doing peppers, and this pepper is called a Purple Beauty. I've been sitting here for a while with it, so I'm going to get moving. Raised bed. I have a huge bag of organic mulch. Can I, oops. Hold on. It went away. Oh, wait. Did you say that you're having a hard time with different black tomatoes? Is the one that is a strong... no, your black tomatoes are doing great. That's awesome. I find that especially like black Krim, they're the ones that have the hard ones. Those are the ones that usually have a hard time germinating, and I'm babying them because I love black Krim. They are my second favorite tomato. And so that's awesome that you're having such a great time with them, because that is usually, if I'm having trouble with one variety of tomato, it's always black Krim or another black variety. I do have a TikTok. Hi. Sorry, can I use the organic mulch in the bottom of the raised bed under the good soil? You can. Why would you do that though? What's your reasoning for doing that? I live in zone 9A. How often should I water? That is it. So you're looking for like a schedule. The only time you should be watering is when the soil is dry around the base of the plant. The only time seeds could be an issue with the plants is stunted or the seeds have a virus already. Yeah. But usually I find that it doesn't happen right away. But I mean, that's my experience. So that is possible. It is a possibility that that's happening. But I will say that 99% of the time it's going to be an environment issue. I need something under the soil so I can just... Yeah. So right now I am taking the aphids off of the leaves because these poor little pepper plants have been infested by aphids because we're in the greenhouse. So yeah. So not if it's dry at the top. So stick your finger in like an inch. If it comes out clean, then it's probably dry. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Still doing the Purple Beauties. I love these bell peppers. Hi. Do the mulch under, it saves money on soil. Yes, but my thing is, if you're putting the mulch under the soil, she said, or he, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but it should be fine. But organic mulch might be kind of expensive. So if you're looking to save money, I suggest putting things like sticks or maybe even just regular old topsoil or something like that underneath to bulk it up, rather than putting something like that might be expensive for you. I have a huge bag of it and I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh, then you can definitely do that. Yeah. Yeah, leaves are great too. Yeah, that's why I was asking like what you wanted to do. Yes, mulch does pull nitrogen from the soil, but if you're putting a whole bunch of soil underneath of it or on top of it, it shouldn't be an issue. It's really when you're mixing mulch into the top like 6 inches of the soil to bulk that up. That's when you find the nitrogen issues with the yeah. So like if you're putting a layer of mulch underneath of a bed and then you've got 6 to 12 inches of soil, it should be fine. Okay, still going with Purple Beauty. Can old corn cobs work at the bottom of a raised bed? They don't have. Yeah, that should work. It's an organic material. It should be fine. Oh, this one is kind of a hard choice. Oh, had an adult aphid on there. Crazy. Hi. How much time per day do you invest in gardening? Honestly, all of my free time. But sometimes I don't have much free time. As my family members can attest, I sometimes don't have time to text anybody back. And I will, you know, I am an elementary school teacher, so things get kind of crazy during the day. But when I get home, if I am not doing anything with my family, then I am gardening. Correct. If mulch is mixed in, it can, yeah, exactly. Do you go by the soil temp for transplanting outside? I do not. I go by the temperatures outside, but also really by the last frost dates, the typical last frost dates. Got a new raised bed, yay! What is the stuff that is Organic Rev? It's a growth stimulant. I just want to plant strawberries and how to plant strawberries. Where do you buy most of your seeds? Territorial Seeds. So strawberries are, I mean, it depends on if you're looking for strawberries this year or if you're looking for strawberries next year and keep going. What's your opinion on banana water? I think it's a waste of time. Put the banana peel in the compost. Let it break down. That's when you're going to get the more available potassium in the banana. Banana water is just, first of all, it's going to be watered down. Any potassium that leaches out is going to be it's going to be minimal, and then you've got it in the water, and then you've got it all in the water, and and then it disperses, right? So it's going to be a very, very minimal impact. So thank you. Strawberries are hard to grow from seed. Yes, they are. Yes, but bare root strawberries, you're going to get maybe 1-2 strawberries this year from one plant. But you are definitely, broccoli stems are great for compost. But if you're getting like a full grown plant, you're going to get more strawberries this year because that's usually a second or third year plant. Which one comes back every year? There's like June bearing and something else. All of them come back. All of them come back. Yeah. I'm in zone 7B. I'm going to fill this up a little bit more. So I'll be right back. So for clarification, all strawberries, June bearing and ever bearing, which is the other one that you were talking about, they are both varieties of strawberry plants will come back every year. Yes, well, throughout the whole season, they'll produce throughout the whole season. But I find that June bearing will produce and they say June bearing, but for me it's more like May. It's most of May and it's like a little tiny bit of June. But June bearing will produce a ton of strawberries all in that really, really short period of time. But the ever bearing, even though they produce throughout the season, they really don't. I don't think they give as much throughout that whole season as a June bearing does. So it's really what you're looking for. If you want a huge bumper crop where you're like, I'm going to make jam and I'm going to have all of these strawberries, June bearing is probably what you want. But ever bearing, if you just I want a little snack every once in a while, ever bearing is probably better for you. Okay. What are we looking at? We're looking at Splinter. This is new. This is a new variety for me. You're welcome. I'm gonna try growing strawberries. Yay! Are a bunch of my oh, that's amazing. That's so great that your flowers sprouted already and your tomatoes are flowering. Oh man, I'm definitely not ready for that yet. We can plant potatoes right now, right? Yes. So I've already planted my potatoes, but you can definitely plant them now for sure. I planted mine on the day before St. Patrick's Day, so March 16th, and they're already popping up a little bit. I'm very excited. Hi. Tomatoes are from last year. They survived in your greenhouse. That's amazing. My tomatoes always get diseased and die, so I can't save them. What is the most challenging veggie? Broccoli, probably. I won't plant my potatoes until mid-May. Oh, really? Yeah. So in Maryland, it is always the St. Patrick's Day is always the reminder to plant your potatoes. What type of brand of compost would you recommend? My favorite is one that you might not have available. Okay, here we go. Tray number 1 is complete. Or number 1 for today, I should say. Hold on a second. Let me just put this back here. Whoop. Okay. So my favorite type of compost is actually more like a soil conditioner, but it's the best. It's called Leaf Grow, and I believe it's really only available in Maryland, unfortunately. So if you are in Maryland, I highly recommend getting that. I saw someone plant potatoes in a cardboard box. Yeah, that is absolutely a technique. So I plant my potatoes in a raised bed, but I also use 10-gallon grow bags. So I've got 4 grow bags worth of potatoes and then a 4x8 raised bed. So yeah. Okay, which one? Oh, these are like very, very similar. I'm going to go with this one though. I think I'm going to use grow bags. I have a bunch. You should. Grow bags. Growing potatoes in grow bags is so much fun because you can just literally spill the whole bag out and then ruffle through. It's really cool. Is the bucket growing idea for potatoes a good? Yeah, sure. Definitely. Come on. Okay. Do you reuse the potato soil? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So potatoes are actually grown from other potatoes. Yeah. Okay. So potatoes are grown from seed potatoes. So you're going to use a previous year's potatoes, right? And I like to cut them up. And each part of the potato is going to have what's called an eye on it. And it's like a part where the plant actually starts coming up. And so I will dig a trench in the soil. I'll take that seed potato and oh, I get mine from Gurney's. I'm on the East Coast. Really? I get them from Gurney's every year. I love them. So I say eye to the sky. You put the eye of the potato up in, then you cover, and then a lot of people like to hill them up. I don't necessarily do that, but it's not, I mean, obviously a lot of people do it with a lot of success. Wait, David, what state are you in that it's not delivering to you? That's crazy. I wonder why. Lebanon. Oh, hi. That's great. How do I know when the potatoes are ready? The plant is going to grow really big, and sometimes it even flowers. Then you're going to let the plant completely die down, and like completely by like crispy, and then you dig them up, and you're gonna. It's incredible how many potatoes come from one plant. It's a cool plant. I don't buy seed potatoes. I just use ones from my kitchen. Oh yeah, no, I do that as well. I absolutely do that as well. But I never really know if my seed potatoes my potatoes from the previous year are gonna do okay. So I just make sure that I have some because can't go without potatoes. They will. I'm in Michigan, but I see. Oh, interesting. I wonder why. Can you companion plant with potatoes? We started some 2 weeks ago in the corner of a raised bed. Yeah, I think I'm actually doing onions right now with mine. So I planted some of my onions around the edge of my potato bed. And another companion plant might be a good trap crop is eggplant, because the eggplant will also distract the flea beetles, and it'll go for the eggplant rather than the potatoes. How long does it take from eye to harvest? About 3 months. I'd say that. Oh, 70 to 90 days. There you go. Ooh, and they do, but about 5 states on your side, they don't. That's crazy. I wonder why. Does your raised bed need to be deep, like a certain depth for them to grow? I would say if it's really super clay soil, they're probably not going to push down in too far. So I would say about 8 to 12 inches is more than enough. How big of a no is it? Wait, is a plant carrots with potatoes if carrots will harvest earlier than potatoes? So the only issue with planting carrots and potatoes at the same time is that they're both root crops. So they're going to be competing for space under the soil. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I would say that carrots and potatoes might not be the best to go together. Ooh, man, my allergies are crazy. Let's see. Asparagus. I bought a plant at the local store. How do I start planting it? I'm new to this. Okay, with asparagus, you're going to want to, again, dig a trench. You're going to want to spread those the roots out. They look like aliens. It's crazy. So spread the roots out and then cover them, the whole thing. Cover every single part of it. And I would even make sure that like there's an inch, maybe even 2 inches of soil on top of those asparagus crowns. So yeah. You should not wash potatoes, just brush off the heavy dirt. Correct. That's right. Unless you're wanting to eat them right away, which you absolutely can. If you're trying to cure them for storage, then yeah, you do not want to wash them. But if you're eating them right away, you can go ahead and wash them. You don't want to eat them with dirt. I have on my jalapeno plant and a hot habanero. Oh, good thing I have a big greenhouse. Yeah, that's amazing. Very cool. I didn't know that you shouldn't wash them. Yeah, I mean, it's again, so the problem is if you're washing them, if you're getting them wet, they are they're just getting susceptible to mold and they will not store very well at all. So that's why you don't want to wash them. And then I store them with dirt and all. And then when I'm ready to use them, I just brush them off. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear my ducks. Every once in a while, they get really excited. I'm trying lunchbox peppers. Yay! You're going to love them. They're so fun. I store my potatoes in like grocery store paper bags, and I put them in my basement and my cellar. What? There we go. Where is it? It's right here. So a dark place, no basement. Yeah. That's right. Like a pantry. You can put them in your pantry. Do you know if there is concern for bird flu with chickens and gardens? I don't know. I'm sorry. Why do my onion sprouts keep wilting and dying? Ooh, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. In crates in our basement, the crates allow for good airflow. Yeah. So that's what the paper bag, it's not like a completely closed container. All right. Let's take that one. Hey, did you figure out what happened last time you were live? Oh, no. I really think that I thought about it because I looked it up. I like tried to look and see if I could find what they were talking about. But I couldn't find anything. So I think what happened, and I'm always the person that likes to just I like to assume that someone has good intentions, right? That's always my assumption is that people are inherently good and they have good intentions for what they're doing. But I think that possibly that person did not have the best intentions and they were just trying to kind of get under my skin because they knew that that's what I was worried about. So they said that because it didn't quite make any sense as to how the person in my live would know that I had said that I don't like my kids to be photographed, right? Um, and how would they have been left my live, seen these pictures that I could not find readily available, right? And no one else could find. And then come back into my live to say that. And I was thinking, it's possible, but I think that was just they were trying to troll me. So, and you get like that. You get that every once in a while. I actually don't get it very often with gardening content, to be honest. Most everybody here is so kind. So, yeah. That's my thought. And until I'm proven otherwise, that's what I'm going to go on. Yeah. You should check stored potatoes regularly for bad ones. One bad one. Yes, 100%. Absolutely. That is correct. Okay. Got one more splinter. Yeah. One more splinter pepper. I don't actually remember what these look like. I do try. I do try really hard. It's tough, but honestly, I haven't hit the million mark yet, but I'm pretty close. And I think with when unfortunately, when you have that many people that follow you, people are curious and they want to know and they want to know about your life. And I get that. I totally understand. Um, but it can be hard. It can be hard to keep your privacy when so many people are invested in your life. So I get it. Like, I get the curiosity, right? Yeah, no, I mean, David, you're here in my lives all the time, which I'm so grateful for. And it really is very rare for something bad to happen. Thank you. Another heat match. Try your peppers again. I think my house is too cold. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. You want a garden tour? You know what? My garden's looking so good. I'm so excited. My main garden, I have one that like wraps around, one bed that wraps around, and then I have two other beds. They're the only ones that don't have anything in it. I have my brassicas are in, my onions, my garlic, my strawberries are in one side, and then I've got lettuce and carrots and onions. I'm so excited. Yeah. No, 100%. It is validating the decision to make sure that I don't show my kids' faces. That's exactly right. It was very validating. Yes, garden tour. I've only been following you since January. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My asparagus is popping up. I think tomorrow I'm going to harvest some of my asparagus. I'm so excited. And I've got a lot of spinach. So much spinach that I'm going to go. And I've got two different kinds. One of my spinach kind is has red veins in it. It's so pretty. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a harvest tomorrow. I'm so excited. I successfully germinated carrots, but they seem to not grow anymore. How hot is it there? Yay, you should try radishes. I love radishes in salad. Love them. They're like my favorite part of the salad. How long for garlic to harvest? So I plant my garlic in October. And like mid-October, usually right on October 15th. And then I harvest usually late June or early July. So a long time. I'm just scared they'll be too spicy for me. So if you're trying radishes and you're afraid of that, I'm growing a garden with yay, that's awesome. I would suggest trying a milder radish variety, which is like French breakfast is probably the best for you to grow. I'm just someone said something else. Oops. Yeah. I've been having 60s, 70s the past. Okay, that's actually not too bad for carrots. I wonder how much water are they getting? It's awesome. We want to start having schools come to our farm for tours. That's so fun. Oh my gosh. I want to tour your farm. That sounds like so much fun. Yes, roasted. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They don't get sweet, but I find that roasted radishes are definitely way, way more mild and they don't have that bite to them anymore. And yeah, they're great. I seen a weird broccoli for you, Romanesco. I'm growing it. I'm growing it this year. It's the first one. It's like a hybrid between broccoli and cauliflower. It's really cool. We want to transition to a teaching farm. That's so great. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. That's awesome. Maybe every 2 days because that side doesn't have plants yet. I don't know. Maybe they're just growing more underneath and they're going to take off. I am dipping in I'm dipping them in the Organic Rev, which is a growth stimulant. And if you want some Organic Rev, I have some in my link tree in my bio. The one bed I moved out of the greenhouse got eaten by. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I can't give you any tips on that because I just don't know the environment, like your specific environment. Because normally it's only high school that gets it. Yeah. So actually, we're growing a school garden as well. A local high school student came and for her Girl Scouts, one of her projects is to start a garden at our school. So that's really cool. And of course, I'm helping her out in any way that she needs it. Oh man, my allergies. My throat is yikes. Oh man. I I'm not trying to be political. I really am not. But with Cory Booker talking for 25 hours yesterday, and like I get, there's all the other things, right? Standing for that long, not being able to eat, barely having like much to drink, but the talking for 25 hours, I don't know how he did it. Like I'm like, I talk for an hour and I'm like, oh, like, goodness gracious, that was so long. Anyway, I'm not trying to be political, but like when I read that, I was like, 25 hours? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Anyway, allergies are so bad. Mine are so bad. You guys can probably see it in my eyes. Like it's been so bad. And then he did interviews. I know. Isn't that crazy? He sat down and did interviews, a lot of them. I was like, what are you doing, dude? I'd be like, don't talk to me ever again. That was crazy. I was like, first, I'd go to the bathroom. Second, I would eat. And then I'd be like, leave me alone. Doing interviews just like that. I know, right? I mean, obviously he probably knew. Sleeps for 3 days. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, I'm doing Uber Eats. Nobody is going to see me forever the next week. Hi, hello. I know, right? I'm with you. If I could sleep for 3 days, I would. I probably wouldn't though, actually. If I was given the choice of just sleeping uninterrupted for 3 days, I would probably sleep for the first day, and then the next 2 days I would be in the garden the entire time. So my cucumbers just keep growing. There's not chicken wire left for them to grow up. Yeah. Unfortunately, that tends to happen. Good 8 hours straight with girl. I need yeah. I am yeah. I'm going through some sleep issues right now as well. So oh, oops. When I worked nights oversleeping on days, yeah, that is sad. I agree. How do you know when to harvest snow peas? I have my first few pods. So, fun fact about that, because you're eating the entire pod, you can actually eat them at any stage. I personally, with snow peas and snap peas, I don't like when they get super plump when you can actually see the peas inside. So I like to get when they are big enough, and I can start to see the peas are starting to form inside, that's when I take them. I cannot tell you, especially over on YouTube, how many people got so mad at me because I picked the peas too early. You picked them too early. Let them get plump, let them get plump, and I'm like, these are snap peas, and I like to eat you eat the whole pod with snap peas. And I find that when the peas inside get too big, for me personally, I don't necessarily love the taste. I think they are sweeter when they are like in that like just plumping up stage. But I had a lot of people on YouTube that did not agree with me on that one. Like I cannot tell you. It's like all caps. Why are you picking the peas? Like, it's okay, I promise. Yes, when they're bigger, the pod gets tough. They're not as sweet. And I'm sorry. If I'm eating peas, if I'm eating snap peas, they have to be sweet, sweet snap peas. I'm with you. I've never been a fan of anything but whole snow peas. Flat is better. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I am with you. It's funny. People, I mean, the people have their opinions and I get it. But like I also think that most people when I say peas that I'm harvesting peas, they think that I'm harvesting shelling peas, which I get because when you're doing shelling peas, you're uh yeah, when you're doing shelling peas, you want them to be more established and more grown inside when you are shelling them for the actual peas. Are you picking the leaves off to put more energy back into the plant? So I'm actually taking, I'm thinning them out. So I'm actually getting rid of one of the plants so that only this plant is, and so this plant isn't, fighting for energy and nutrients. Sorry, again. This is a Violet Sparkle. These were so fun last year to grow. Violet Sparkles, they're, first of all, it sounds like a My Little Pony. But second of all, they were purple with these like really cool yellow stripes going down. Oh, they were so cool. So I'm definitely growing these again this year. Oh man, the back of my throat is so itchy. It's so itchy. Yikes. Can you put those plants directly in the group at that stage, in the ground at that stage? I mean, you could, but the chances of survival are pretty slim. So I'm gonna want them to get much, much, much bigger before I put them in the ground, which hopefully they will with this boost of organic rev. Man, original My Little Pony. Yeah, right? I think I got that every time I said Violet Sparkle on one of my harvest videos, someone would be like, oh my gosh, it's a My Little Pony pepper. Yeah, it is actually. What if the leaves are yellowing? Okay, so I'm actually going to show you 1 second. Okay, yeah. Let me get this and then I will, I can show you with this one actually. Okay, so this right here has two seed leaves. They're called cotyledon. These two seed leaves are what literally pushes the plant out of the seed, out of the the seed. These right here, if they are yellowing, it's okay because these are going to drop. The plant no longer needs these leaves. They need these true leaves that are the ones that are going to be the ones that develop on the plant. These are what are going to actually harvest all of the sun, right? They're gonna absorb the sun, the energy, and everything to grow. So if these leaves right here are yellowing and falling off, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna happen. You don't necessarily want it to happen right away. Mine last year didn't, and they did grow a little bit faster because of that. But if these two are yellowing, it's fine. If the seed leaves, I'm sorry, if the true leaves, the actual plant leaves, the ones that come after these two first leaves, if those are yellowing, then we're looking at a nutrient issue. If that is the case, you're going to want to add something. If you're going to add something to it to help boost and give it that nitrogen and all of those macro and micronutrients, then you're going to want to give it something like organic rev, or possibly watering your seedlings with club soda. Club soda has phosphorus and potassium, sometimes potassium in it, and that can be a really good boost for your seedlings. Right now, I am only doing organic rev, but once everything is potted up, I'm going to do 1 week organic rev. The next week will be the club soda. So yeah, your broccoli seedlings came up. That's great. But putting a plant out into the garden before they're ready, that's when you're almost asking for trouble with that. What are your thoughts on the 2 solo cup method? It's not any better than this. Oh my God, I thought I missed the live. You didn't. I'm here. Hello. Good to know. What kind of club soda or so I am in Maryland, and I don't know if you are in Maryland or possibly Virginia. The club soda, first of all, any club soda that you're buying has to make sure that it does not have sodium in it. I did not know that sodium sometimes can be in club soda because the kind that I buy does not. Club soda is liquid. It's just like literally a soda that people use like sometimes with cocktails and stuff like that. But it was kind of funny. I bought 20 bottles of club soda yesterday at my local Giant, which is a grocery store. And the guy was like, "This is a lot of club soda." And I was like, "It's okay. I'm not drinking any of it, I promise." Because it's used for cocktails. And I'm sure he was like, "Oh my gosh, this person has a problem." And I was like, "It's not for me. It's for my glands." Anyway, if you are if you're like near Maryland or if you're near, so I think there's some Giants in Virginia. Giant is the grocery store that I buy it from. Their store, no sodium at all. No, even if it's like a small amount, no sodium in your club soda. The Giant brand club soda is what I buy. And it was like 89 cents per bottle. So yeah, all of mine, but I haven't. He wanted to see if you were having a party. Maybe, possibly. He was young. The club soda actually, so it has the water, right? Yeah, don't buy it on Amazon. Amazon is so expensive, to be honest. The club soda it has water in it, right? So it's just, you're giving it water, but then because of the carbonation, it has potassium and phosphorus in it. Mostly potassium, but it does have some phosphorus as well, which are 2 of the macronutrients that your plants need to grow. So it really does help quite a bit. I've found a lot of success with it. Okay, so would you bottom water like normal? Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Another violet sparkle. Oh man, this one has so many aphids. Can you guys see? Can you see all those aphids on there? I don't know if you can see them. Oh, there's so many. Ugh, gross. Yep, I do it for my tomato seedlings. Any indoor seedlings, I will give them club soda. And I alternate between the Organic Rev mixture and the club soda. It's kind of like my little secret. It helps a lot between the two. The plants love them. How many peppers do you have left? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? 150. I have potted up almost 45 and I have like 150 to go. My tomato seedling leaves are yellowing and purple underneath. The purple is fine. Don't worry about the purple. Yes, and it would help with the yellowing for sure. Me with my 2 pepper sprouts. Well, I do. I actually had a lot of success selling my strawberry plants earlier, like last month. And so I think I'm going to sell a lot of my extras, but I also my favorite day of the year is when I bring all of my extra seedlings to school with me and I give them away to staff members. It's like the best feeling ever to be able to give it to them. Is it too late to add peppers to my garden? No. What zone are you in? I can't even get my peppers to come up soon, hopefully. Yeah, it can be tough. Make sure that you're keeping them nice and warm. We typically plant 2,000 to 3,000 hot pepper plants. I remember you saying that last year, and I remember thinking, wow, you're putting me to shame. And I'm thinking the same thing. That's unreal. If this was my full-time job, I would be doing something like that. If I was able to, I would definitely be doing some kind of crazy number like that. Okay, Violet Sparkle. Oh, got another one. Oh, I planted a lot of these this year, apparently. Though we're having a small grow this year. Oh, got it. Do you grow peppers more than anything? No, I probably grow more tomatoes than anything. Or berries. Yeah, it's peppers or tomatoes or berries. For seeds, I use back before everybody started doing it. I use like their photo containers. Actually, they're in my Amazon shop. You don't have to purchase it from Amazon, but they're in my my Amazon storefront. If you want to see exactly what I use, they're like a photo container. They work really well for me. I'm going to try the club soda. Yay! My peppers and tomatoes are having a hard time. Yeah, and it's been a month. Yeah, that's tough. What variety of strawberry do you have? I have a couple varieties. I have what is that one? I keep forgetting what that one is called. It's new. That's why I keep forgetting. But my favorite variety of strawberries are Honey Oy. They are the best. They're June bearing, and then I love Forever bearing. I love Mar de Bois. Those are my two favorite. But I have a couple new ones, and I'm trying to remember what the variety is that's in my garden. I don't know if you can hear my dog, Bert T. Macklin. Not sure what does well up here. What zone are you in? Let's see. My vegetables are growing in the same. Other leaves edges are brown. Ooh. Is it getting? How are they too close to the light source? My tomato seedlings are taking forever to put on their true leaves, but they need to be potted up. Pot them up, and give them some growth stimulant for sure. Like it here on TikTok, better than YouTube. Me too. Oh, you're in Pasadena. I'm in. You're right around the corner from me. So I'm in Columbia, Maryland. So we're real close. So any variety honestly, any variety of strawberry will do just fine in your garden. Yay, great. What peppers are you planting? Right now, I am potting up my, oh my gosh. I'm going to show you this in a second. I'm potting up my Violet Sparkle. These are a sweet pepper, and the cutest little sweet pepper too. 6 of the same variety, and they're all doing it, but none of my others. That's so weird. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, hi. You found me. It's super local. Oh, there's my dog. There must be a dog going by. I have 7 ducks. We had 8, but we lost one a couple months ago, unfortunately. I wish I had a lot of plants to Oh, yeah, I know. But container gardening is definitely an option for most people. What was the second strawberry? Mar de Bois. Those are the everbearing. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. This is really funny. My Zulu pepper. Oop, 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 there it is. Which, by the way, has so many roots. These roots look great. But these are the peppers, and this is celery. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? The celery is growing on the side. Whoops. Celery seeds are so small that it just happened to sneak right in there. And like you can see the roots going all the way down. That's so cool. Sorry, little celery seedling. You're going to have to go away. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just pot this up. Why not? Right? Oh, and actually, I'm going to put this down. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Might as well, right? And then I'm going to dip your roots in. I am in zone 7B in Columbia, Maryland. Put that right in here like this. All right, little celery. We'll see. All right. Then I've got my Zulu bell pepper, which is struggling with the aphids. Ugh, gross. I did do a seed giveaway last time, or a couple of years ago, I should say. I did that with my pumpkin seeds, and it was really fun. But I had a really hard time with it because, yeah, I just did it was tough for me to like kind of keep track of like who did what and where, and then sending the seeds, and it was a lot. It was just a little too much for me. So I don't think I'll be doing that again, unfortunately. That is hot. We're not actually, we are in zone 7B, but we get all 4 seasons. So it does get really hot, but it also gets really cold as well. So it was cold. It was regularly in the single digits this year, which is not normal, but it's not totally abnormal either. Do you keep a gardening journal or notes? How should I start? So my videos are my notes in my blog. I am in my greenhouse. My videos are my vlog of, what I'm doing and when. So if you want to do that, we normally have negative. Yeah, that's cold. So I wouldn't say that I'm hot, but that is certainly cold. How do you manage to harden off your seedlings with a full-time job? I'm struggling to figure it out. It is tough. So I try to make sure that the days that I have to put them out longer are days that I'm going to be off, like Saturday, Sunday. And so like I will plan it so that when I get up to more than I can do in the afternoon when I get home. So when I get up to like 4 hours, that's going to be a Saturday. Saturday is going to be 4 hours. Sunday is going to be 5 hours, so that when I get to Monday, I am putting them out while I'm at work. Yeah. And it's tough. That's really hard to do. Whew. All right. I think I am going to be done for today because I am tired. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but I will keep answering questions. I said my cabbage started bolting today. Oh, sun in the fall. What is that? Does that mean I should forgo the spring planting? Will they bolt too? No. So your cabbage is bolting because it is living out its entire life cycle, right? So you planted in the fall and it's gotten all the way through this really cold winter, which great job. But it's bolting because it is getting a little bit warmer. Your cabbage should be fine that you plant in the spring because it has not gone through its full plant cycle yet. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't bolt sooner, but yeah. That's what's going on with your fall planting cabbage, I should say. Sorry. 9 here. I'm lucky to be able to keep the garden going. Yeah, it's tough. Shade netting can help with hardening off. It can for sure. What's in the planting mix? This is compost. It is a mix of compost, vermiculite, and peat moss. Yeah. Actually, while I'm here, I'll keep answering your questions, but I'm gonna see if this. Oh, that's so interesting. This has no aphids on it. I wonder if that's because it's milkweed. Wonder if aphids don't like milkweed as much. Unsure. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Oh, man. This is a lot of aphids. Does strawberries live here in Philippines? It's hot. I don't know. Strawberries typically do like to have some kind of cold stratification. So it's possible that they might struggle, but there are also different varieties of strawberries that can do better in conditions like that. So I would look that up. I would literally Google strawberries grown in the Philippines and see what varieties of strawberries in the Philippines to grow. Oh, come on. The little aphids are loving it. Loving the greenhouse. You just removed the aphids with your hands? Oh, yeah. Do you do other things to get rid of them? I don't. Not on seedlings outside inside because when they're outside, I will spray them with water and they'll fall right off. Aphids are a big pain. They'll fall right off, and so then I don't have to worry about them. But I can't do that inside, obviously. And I when they're outside, they are attracting all kinds of natural predators like ladybugs and green lacewing flies. I would love to do watermelon and stuff like that, but not enough room. Oh, that stinks. Literally squish them between your fingers. Yep, that's it. No black soap. Nope. I think soapy water works for aphids. It does. It kind of works. The best thing you can do is make sure that you are getting rid of them. Just squish them. I'm hoping you continue to video harvesting in your garden. Oh yeah, I will. Hopefully TikTok stays. People don't seem to be too worried about it. From London, hi. Yeah. And if you want to keep following me, and TikTok isn't here anymore, I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. So close to April 15th. They just need to hold on a bit longer. April 15th. TikTok did come back different. I totally agree. Absolutely. That 19 hours that it was gone, I think was an update. April 5th. So April 5th is when it's supposed to be done. So that's Saturday. I forgot with who, but TikTok just signed today, a 24-hour shopping agreement. Interesting. In Blue app. Interesting. I love your videos. I have a mini greenhouse growing radish, peppers, courgettes. Oh, fun. I was talking about my tomatoes got too big too fast. Oh, yes. Bezos put in an offer I saw, but I also saw that TikTok's not really taking that too seriously. I doubt they're going anywhere. I know. I agree. I do agree. Hi. Do you do many lives? I'm trying to do more. I did more last year, but this year I haven't been as good, but I'm trying to do more lives when I'm doing anything like this, potting up my peppers. But yeah, I don't think ByteDance can sell the algorithm. I know. I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys, I gotta go. I am so tired. It was a long day at school today, and I gotta get up and get some food, and I will be back maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. How about that? I hope that everybody has a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye. Here, I'll get rid of YouTube first. Goodbye.